Hi viewers, welcome to Messages from the Fairies. Pick a pile. Pile 1 is the fairy stone. Pile 2 is an acorn. Pile 3 is grass from the Enchanted forest. And pile 4 is an owl. So please take a few moments, connect with your fairies, see which pile is speaking to you. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. See you at your pile. Hi, pile 1 viewers. You selected the fairy stone pile. So thank you for checking out this video. I do appreciate you being here. The fairies are so excited to have their messages be heard. They've been pushing me for quite some time to get some fairy messages out. This is a series of messages from the mystical and cosmo realms. This is day 4, messages from the fairies. I will have links to previous messages from the mermaids, the dragons, the unicorns, and the next video will be the starseed. So everyone has had messages that they want to be heard, and the fairies are super excited. The vibes are really high. Everyone's excited that you've come to visit and hear a message. So, fairies, what messages do you have for pile 1 viewers today? Please make it obvious. What messages do you have for pile 1 viewers? So we have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And they're saying, no, you said it right. Shred the misconceptions. Shred the illusions that people have been given. Okay. Thank you, fairies. Please provide some supporting cards for your messages for pile 1 viewers. Like, shuffle again, shuffle again. Okay, I'll shuffle again. I know. They're all giggling at this part. Okay. Thank you, fairies. What messages do you have for pile 1 viewers? Please provide supporting cards so a clear message can be received. story. That fairy does not look well. Thank you, fairies. Are there any other cards to clarify your messages for Pile 1 viewers? I said no, move on to the next deck. Okay. It's interesting though, the other messenger days that I've been using and the decks that each group wants me to use, I'm now realizing that the fairies have selected probably my decks that are like the softest, like easiest to manipulate, because they like that fan down part, this part. And I'm now looking at the decks they had me pick, and all my other decks are stiff. You know, even their deck is stiff. But all these other decks are very soft. Okay. Fairies, please provide more supporting cards for your messages for Pile 1 viewers. Make it obvious, thank you. Thank you. One more time. Please make it obvious. What supporting messages do you have for Pile 1 viewers? Okay, thank you. Oh, I just moved the camera. I'm sorry. Reaching for my tarot deck. Okay, so we have Never Ending Story in reverse, Deep Knowing in reverse, and By the Book upright. And then we have Music, Humanity, Heart Love. Okay, fairies, please provide some clarifying cards for Pile 1 viewers. Please provide some clarification. Any more clarification? Yeah. Please make it obvious. Thank you. Pile 1 viewers. Okay, that's all I'm getting. Okay. You want me to read from the book for Flourish. First, do a visual, the light streaming, her crown of roses, flowers, but she's holding a lotus as well as emerging from the lily. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. From dirty mud, beautiful flowers emerge. We can liken mud to the trials of life, to the things that have hurt us, but also untimely shaped us and helped us to grow into the people we are today. From pain comes growth, and this growth can inspire others who are going through similar discomfort. The lotus flower fairy comes to you to say that you have a wealth of experience that can be used to help others. When we learn from the past and from painful experiences, we can truly and fully flourish into beautiful beings who shine from the inside. You're a beautiful flower, born of the lessons of the past. If you're going through a tough time right now, this fairy reminds you that you're receiving life's spiritual ingredients with which to grow and flourish. This card also tells you that a lotus flower and a rose can't be compared, for every flower is unique and beautiful. And the same goes for us humans. We each have special talents and skills, and no one can be as good as being as you are. The fairies know this only too well. So celebrate the wonderful person you've become and continue to flourish, precious one. Okay, pile 1 viewers. Okay, so the fairies are showing me that your stages in life as you've grown and flourished have been by what they say, whoever they are, they say. The programming, the beliefs, the traditions, by the book. You've grown through these times with everything by the book. And the never-ending story came in reverse. But they want me to visually show you, like, that fairy looks completely defeated and depleted. And the heart is like locked in this globe, this glass encasement floating there with no way to it. And she's got a mirror that she doesn't even want to look at herself. So I feel like they're making me feel like by living according to by the book, every time you've tried to walk away, and this person is enlightened spiritually, you could see the glowing. He's walking away. What he's walking away is from all this conflict. All these people that have been programming you by the book, right? That you've always, like, they're just battling you in your enlightenment. And that's left you feeling this way. And that it's never ending. But the dude that's walking away, he is walking an enlightened path, but he still is blindfolded. He can't see. So even though you're walking away from this conflict, and you keep trying to walk away from traditions and beliefs, this programming that's been instilled in us, which is not truth, because you know it's not truth. The High Priestess card came out. It's all about intuition, deep knowing. But the deep knowing card came out in reverse. And there's an owl on there. So they want me to move him temporarily. So this owl, he's sitting there, right? He's waiting. He's like, Lotus Flower Fairy, please help her remember. This needs to get unblocked. You need to open up your intuition. You know that by the book is not correct, and you are correct in walking away from that conflict. But take the blindfolds off. All right, let's see. We have music. Turn on music you love and notice the change in your body. Okay, so the fairies are saying the easiest thing to do, the first step, easy thing to do, is raise your vibration. Raise those good vibes, right? So the simplest way to do that is turn on some music, listen to music. Whether you want to sing or dance, but just hearing the music will change your body, because it's going to change the vibration. That's the first and easiest thing to do. Humanity, step away from electronics. No cell phones, no video games, no nothing. Just be human. And they're telling me that, like I said, this programming, even watching television shows, break down the words. Television programming. So everything that's on the television is specifically designed to program us. The advertisements, the shows themselves, all are designed for us to keep, like, I don't want to say the sheep, the herd, just following the herd, who's the sheep, but here they're showing elephants. Like, elephants have awesome memories, right? They're known for never forgetting. So the fairies want you to step into being human and giving your body and brain a chance to deprogram yourself. Even if it's for an hour a day, or like 20 minutes, but step away from electronics. That's the second easiest way to get started back on this ending, like this never-ending story. It's time to end this story, right? It's time to end the story. It's time to awaken your intuition. It's blocked because of this programming. So, pile one viewers. Music, first thing. Second thing, once you've got that energy and high vibe, good move, then shut everything off and give yourself time to just be in that energy. And if you're in an area where it's not winter yet, go outside. Just sit outside, let the sunshine on you. Smell the air with the fresh. I mean, if you're in like New York City, you're not gonna be able to breathe in that fresh air. And I don't know why the fairies had me say that right now, but you're receiving the message, you're understanding, you're knowing. You've got this huge owl. You've got this wisdom and knowing. It's just blocked right now. It's blocked. Heart love. Feel and receive warm energy into your heart. Say the words, I love you. And imagine those words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades. Filling yourself up. This is purest act of self-love. Practice love daily. So what's interesting is when I'm reading this, say the words, I love you. And visualize those words going to the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades. And they immediately showed me fairy wings emerging out of this location. Pile one viewers, maybe some of you are fairies. And you've forgotten that. And that's why your true being is like this. She's forgotten, or he's forgotten who he truly is. Yep. Saying I love you is going to trigger that. Filling yourself up with self-love is gonna trigger the knowing of who you are. And when you do that, when you're able to remember and come into this lotus flower fairy and shining light on any areas, but I'm hearing like the programming that society, they want you to shine light on that, to help others wake up. Okay, the Seven of Cups talks about choices, options, but it also talks of illusion. And they're showing me the dragons representing the matrix. This like there's all these choices, and the spiritual choices are being blocked by this dragon, which is the programming of forgetting. So pile one viewers, that's what I have for you. The Lotus Flower Fairy wants to help you shine the inner, shed the inner light on unclear areas, help you remember who you are, and then help those others starting easy with music and stepping away from electronics and saying I love you and visualizing those fairy wings coming from between your shoulder blades. Well, I hope this resonated with you, Pile 1 viewers. If it did, please click the like, subscribe, and bell notification tabs. I truly do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And if this didn't resonate with you, there may be a different pile or maybe a different realm of messages. So check the other videos in this over these past few days, and the next one coming up, maybe there'll be a message in there for you. As always, love and light. Hey, Pile 2 viewers, you selected the Acorn. So thank you for checking out this video. I do appreciate you being here. The fairies are so excited to get their messages be heard. And if this message doesn't resonate with you, you can check out the other piles, or this is 4 of 5 in a series of messages from the unicorns, the fairies, the dragons, the mermaids, and the cosmo starseeds. So if the fairies messages doesn't seem to apply to you, check out one of those videos. Maybe one of those will. Okay, Pile 2 viewers. What messages do you have for them, fairies? Please provide the fairy that they should work with. What fairy should Pile 2 viewers work with? Want me to split? Thank you, fairies. Please make it obvious what fairy should work with Pile. Will work with Pile 2 today. I shouldn't say should. Which fairy is here to work with Pile 2 viewers? Please make it obvious. Have shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Okay, fairies, can you please provide some supporting cards? Pile 2 viewers supporting the messages for Pile 2 viewers. the sea, TikTok, here and now, community. Fairies, please provide more supporting cards for your messages for pile 2 viewers. Please make it obvious, fairies. Some supporting cards for your messages for pile 2 viewers. Thank you. One more go around, please, fairies. What supporting cards do you have for your messages for pile 2 viewers? Thank you. This one too. Okay. Okay, pile 2 viewers. Let's get some clarification on these cards. So fairies, if you could be so kind and provide some clarification for these cards for pile 2 viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Fairies, can we have a little more clarification, please, for these cards for pile 2 viewers? Thank you. One more time. Thank you. I'm going to read from the book for the Shine from Within. Fairy glamour is a form of magic used to make something appear different from what it really is. It's seen in many fairy tales, such as Cinderella and Snow White, where fairy glamour is used by the evil queen to disguise herself as an old crone. In its simplest form, fairy glamour often involves using cosmetics to give the appearance of being more youthful. In spiritual terms, it can mean you're showing one face to the world while keeping your true face or feelings hidden. Sometimes it's important to do this, especially if you feel threatened, but usually it's because you fear being seen for who you truly are. This comes down to learning to love yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a self-accepting way. Once you're able to accept yourself, others will accept you too, as they're merely a reflection of what we think and feel about ourselves. This card may also be asking you to reflect on when you last wore a glamorous outfit or went to the hair salon. If you're neglecting yourself due to a busy job or home life, or even the pandemic, remember that making time for you is essential. Even just escaping for half an hour and taking a luxurious bath can help you to feel uplifted and energized. Feeling good about yourself, no matter what your age, is beneficial not just for you, but also for those around you, especially younger people who are strongly influenced by the behavior of the adults around them. This card may also be asking if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes and appearing as someone other than themselves. Okay. Okay, so this speaks. So affirmations came out. We all run negative tapes in our head. Change the tape by telling yourself positive stories. So the fairies are definitely saying it's, time to recognize again who you truly are. I'm an amazing person. I love my life. Good luck follows me. I embrace my magnificence. I am a high vibrational being. I create affirming thoughts. I deserve love. I am joyful. I am beautiful. I have an abundance of self-worth. And then it spoke about the mirror, how when you mirror, people will mirror you. And here it says mirror work. Look into a mirror and make a funny face, one that brings forth a laugh or a smile. Then tell yourself that you are amazing. So yeah, the fairies, these are all confirming what that fairy spoke of. Shazam! What words tickle your fancy? Pull them out, say them, and play with them. So they're telling me, again, going back to the affirmations, telling yourself the beauty that's within you. Use the words that tickle your fantasy. Maybe these words on this affirmations card didn't resonate with you, but you have words that do, that you haven't been saying. So look in the mirror, make a funny face, and then say those words. And then we have happy dance. Dance around the room with or without music. Feel joy and happiness and shake your hips. Raise your hands in the air and sway. Be excited about life and the opportunities that are coming your way. It does not have to be fancy. It just has to feel good. So they're showing me that glamorous, speaking, when they were speaking of the glamorous, it doesn't have to be that glamorous thing, but take the luxury is what's being shown to me, and that luxury of the bath, the luxury of looking in the mirror and saying, and seeing the beauty that's within you. Heart love. Feel and receive warm energy into your heart and say the words, I love you. And imagine those words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades. Filling yourself up, this is the purest act of self-love. Practice love daily. And the fairies, this card came out in pile 1 too. And the fairies showed me that by saying these words, I love you, and moving that energy to the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades, that's where the fairy wings grow. So the fairies are showing me, like, if that when you practice this and say these words and you're visualizing that energy going back to between your shoulder blades, they want you to visualize the fairy wings and remember that you're not alone, that you are loved by all. You're loved by the fairies. You're loved by the universe. You're loved by Source. You have a whole community that loves you and is supporting you. You've always felt like you've just been in this, like, unsupported and alone out in the ocean, out at sea. Okay, see, she's a fairy too. See her wings? Let's see if I can get this. She's got wings. So this little fairy her head is down, and she's on her little, looks like a little paper boat out on the ocean by herself. She's got her head down. She's sad because she's not seeing that she's being watched, and meaning everyone, we're all surrounded by our angels and our fairies and the like, it's all these readings I've been doing, all the realms work with each other. It's not an exclusive club. They're showing me that it's the unicorns and the fairies work together. The fairies and the dragons work together. The dragons and the mermaids work together. And the mermaids and the starseeds work together. Like, the universe is just that. It's the whole entire universe. It's your community. So they want you to look up. You're not alone. Don't hang your head down. In fact, they're showing me, like, release, like, let down your bun and let the hair flow down. And you will see all the fairies and all universe supporting you and showing you how beautiful you are from within. It's time for self-acceptance. They're like, tick-tock, tick-tock. Time is now. It says this. This is a time for self-acceptance. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the future. The here and now. Gee, this is a fairy too. This is not a fairy deck. This is Wisdom of the Oracle. So, but there's fairy. Wings are down, but she's got hearts around her, floating around her. So she needs to remember to focus on the here and now. Because time's up, tick-tock. It's time to look up and know that your community is here to support you. And the fairies are saying, it starts with you. Look in the mirror. Do some mirror work. Shazam with your words. Affirmations. Happy dance. But then say I love you and remember the fairy wings. You've forgotten your light within because the devil card came out, and see, hit in this card his tongue, which is wicked words, evil words, not truth being spoken to you, putting you down. Hit those words literally going to the brain. Do you see that, right to the third eye? This devil is, and I'm saying it's the world around you. Maybe there's people that you need to remove from your life because they spew venomous lies about you, and it's blocking your spirituality. It's blocking your self-worth. You've let those words play in your head, and it's time. It's blocked you from doing what you need to do, which is release them. See, she's screaming. She's screaming. She's blasting this energy away. The Ace of Pentacles. This little dude is surrounded by fairies, and he's sitting outside, and he's working on something. However, this came in the reverse. So you've not been doing the work. The fairies keep showing you signs. They're giving you little lights. But you've forgotten who you truly are because of what's been spoken to you. Okay, so look at all the fairy lights. Look at all the fires, the flames. Two of Wands. Speaks of personal power. The fairies are showing you all the lights to shine the light within you. And it's time to take that journey. And doing all of these things, but then, like, even screaming, releasing those negative words that have been fed into you, which are not truth. And then you'll be able to see the fire and sparks within you. Okay, pile 2 viewers. I hope this helped. Definitely the fairies are just wanting to remind you how wonderful and amazing you are. And you've got to let that light shine from within. And it's now. The time is now. But you have to remember that you're not going at it alone. You are in the fairy realm. Like they showed me, when you say I love you, and imagine those words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades, what the fairy wings just sprouted right out. So filling yourself up with the purest act of self-love is gonna bring those fairy wings so you can shine your light. You are a fairy. It's time to release the devil, the words, wicked tongue, words that are not true. Get to work. Okay. Thank you again for checking out my video. I do hope this helped. Please click the like, subscribe, and bell notification tabs, and always feel free to share my videos. I look forward to connecting with you again. Love and light, pile 2 viewers. Hey. Okay, pile 3 viewers, you picked part of the Enchanted Forest grass moss. So, pile 3 viewers, thank you for stopping by and checking out a message from the fairies. This has been day 4 in a series of 5 days of messages from mermaids, unicorns, dragons, now the fairies, and tomorrow is going to be the star seeds. So if this pile does not resonate with you, you can check out the other piles, or maybe check out a different realm for messages. I appreciate you being here. So let's see, what fairy does pile 3 need to work with? What fairy does pile 3 need to work with? Thank you, fairies. Please make it obvious. What messages do you have for pile 3? Thank you. Nature's sign. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and mind. Okay, pile 3 viewers. Let's ask the fairies for some supportive cards. Some supportive messages for pile 3 viewers. What other messages to support pile 3 viewers? Thank you, fairies. Can you provide more support for your messages for pile 3 viewers? Please make it obvious. Thank you. Okay, one more shuffle. Fairies, please provide more supporting cards for pile 3 viewers to help with your message for them. Okay, thank you. We have Royal Heart in reverse, number 35. Number 42, Chop Wood in reverse. And number 7, Into the Sea in the upright. please provide more supporting cards for pile 3 viewers. What messages do you have? How can you help them along this path? Please make it obvious. Pile 3 viewers. What messages, supporting cards can you provide them, fairies? I'd like me to read from the book right now for this. I'm going to hold it up again for a moment so you can take a visualization. And let's see. Nature signs. The fairies love to leave hints and clues for us in nature. It's one of the many creative ways in which they initiate communication with us. For example, fairies often leave feathers or release floating dandelion seeds to let us know they're nearby. The appearance of a friendly bird, such as a robin, is another message from the fairies that they're close by. Fairies and other creatures often work together as they're all in harmony with the earth, whose wisdom can come in many forms. Just allow yourself to be receptive and use your intuition to decipher any signs that you see. You could leave your own sign for the fairies next time you're out in nature, letting them know you wish to connect with them. Leaving a tiny wooden fairy door next to, oh my God, okay. Pile 3 viewers, I'm going to stop right now. And I hope you can see why. I'm going to read this again. You could leave your own sign for the fairies next time you're out in nature, letting them know you wish to connect with them. Leaving a tiny wooden fairy door next to a tree is a sure sign to the fairies that you're a fairy friend. Okay. Can't make this up. Like, seriously, this is a tiny fairy wooden door. So this is a sign. It might not be a nature sign, pile 3 viewers, but your fairies, you viewers, hello. It's that, like, no joke. Leaving a tiny wooden fairy door next to a tree. Like, you saw the card fly out. I'm reading from the book. I'm showing you the print, and you see that was there. It's been here the whole time. Thank you. I just love when things like this happen. So I'm just going to take a moment and say thank you, fairies, for guiding me with how you wanted me to set up the table for your messages. I truly appreciate you. Maybe a tiny one. Okay. So pile 3 viewers, I'm not apologizing, but I'll get back on track. Okay, so leaving next is a sure sign to the fairies that you're a fairy friend. While placing a figurine of a fairy or gnome in your garden or on your porch tells the fairies that you welcome them. When leaving things outside for the fairies, make sure they're natural and biodegradable. And don't use any screws or nails because some fairies don't like metal. If possible, sit next to a flowing stream and visualize your cares being resolved and any concerns flowing away. Alternatively, imagine your hopes and wishes flowing towards you, looking out for any significant signs from nature as you do so. The fairies will pick up on your intentions and help to manifest them. If you don't have access to a stream, it can be just as effective to visualize this process. And I just also find it interesting that pile 3 viewers, you selected the pile that had like a piece of nature. Okay. All I hear is giggling. Like, I'm hearing, we put the wooden door out. And she's even surprised too. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, I hope you're all chuckling with me. That I'm not just giggling here by myself. All right, fairies. What other supportive cards can you provide for pile 3 viewers? Channeling. Channel your inner child. Skip, gallop, jump, hum, blow bubbles, draw with crayons. Oh, okay. Giggle for no reason, but no whining. Okay, giggle. All right, so I'm just gonna stop for a second because they're now putting me in the energy pile 3 viewers that you doubt. I've been feeling doubt from you. And that doubt needs to be erased. And the fairies are clearly showing you signs. Clearly. So, pile 3 viewers, come on now. Release the doubt. Let go of the doubt. You can't make this shit up. And I'm saying it, and I don't curse. Yeah, you can't make it up. Giggle. The door, the earth, the sun, nature, signs. Okay. Let go of the doubt, pile 3 viewers. This is, maybe you asked for clearer signs because you were questioning the signs you've been seeing or receiving. And you know, our human brain, which you gotta stop with the linear thought. Maybe you were like, you saw the signs and you're doubting it or questioning it. And you're like, I really need to know. So, the fairies are really making it very loud and very clear and very simple with signs. Because, like, door. How is that going to come up in a reading, really? Like, legitimately, specifically, tiny wooden door. How is that going to come up in a message? In a reading? In conversation? Giggle. Like, you say laugh out loud, LMA, you know, laughing my F-A-L, or, you know, LOL. But who says giggle? I said giggle, and giggle's on the card. Because I'm hearing giggling. So, and what was even, yes, I'm stopping, shut up. And what was even odd is the things that they had me pick for the piles. Like I had the fairy stone. That's obvious. It's a fairy stone. Okay. I was like, all right, let's do something from out in, out in nature. And I picked the acorn. And then I was going to put this little jar of fairy dust. Right? I was going to have that on one of the decks. And then pile 4 is an owl. Okay. And the fairies made it very clear to me, no, do not use the jar of fairy dust. This appear like, I don't even, when it's interesting, I'll tell you the story behind this. So I had ordered some crystals from an Etsy shop, and in her packaging, aside from the crystals and the thank you card, was this little plastic envelope that had this in it with a tiny little dried rosebud. And I have the rosebud on my altar. But I was like, what am I going to do with this? You know, like, I don't know what to do with this. But I didn't get rid of the packet. I have it in a pile of, you know, where I have a bowl of things. And when I was looking for the acorn, this slid out from where it was. And I was like, huh. This looks like as if we were walking through the enchanted forest, and that this might be some of the grass growing or the vines or something. And that's what the fairies showed me. Instead of using the fairy dust, they wanted me to use a piece of nature, a plant, a green living thing. So that's another sign. That's like, that is not a normal thing I would put on my pick a pile. If you look at the unicorn one, I used my quartz crystals that look like unicorn horns. If you look at the mermaids, it was all a seashell, a starfish, a sand dollar, sea glass. The dragons, I don't remember what I used. Oh yes, I have rocks, just rocks that I found outside that look like dragon scales. So for the fairies, that piece of the forest, nature is not some, like, I wouldn't have gravitated to that because my acorn was representative of outdoors. So that's another sign, pile 3. The fairies are really, they're going all out here. They're going all out to show you signs. In fact, they want me to show you to the sea. Here's this fairy, right, sitting all by herself in the ship. She's got the directional thing showing which way to go, but she's not even looking anymore. She's not even, and the fairy are saying, you're not seeing the signs. You've got your head down. You've got your head down and you're not even looking. Alright, so this next card that came out, 10 things that bring you joy. And I'm going to read it while I'm shuffling. To bring more joy into your life, you first need to feel joy by getting into vibrational alignment with the energy that is joy. To get into alignment, physically feel joy, no matter your present state or circumstances. To physically feel joy, think about or write a list of 10 things that bring you joy. Big or small, sizes no matter. Perhaps your joy is the pleasure you feel when smelling flowers, or the purring of a cat, or going for a walk. As you build your list, really start to feel the sensation of happiness and joy bubble up inside you. You are now shifting into the vibrational energy of joy. Repeat several times daily, and you'll be in awe of how quickly joy begins to manifest in your life. The next card that came out is compliments. Make someone else happy by sharing kind words. Doing so will make you happy. Okay, fairies, please give me some clarifying cards for pile 3 viewers. Some clarifying cards here. Channeling your inner child. One way I started doing that was I started playing jacks again. I'm telling you, at my age, sitting on the floor is not as easy as it was back when I was a kid, and it's not as fun sitting at the table to do it. So you gotta get down on the floor to do it. But laughter, I did it with a couple of my girlfriends, my soul sisters. We had a great time. But what was sad was one of my soul sisters, she had never played jacks. She's in her 30s, I believe, and she'd never played jacks before. So pile 3 viewers, if you've never played jacks, because maybe that's a generational thing, get yourself, go Amazon, wherever, get yourself some jacks, get down on the floor and play jacks. And then invite your friends to play jacks. Blowing bubbles is fun. Definitely connect with your inner child. And then giving compliments to someone else is just going to come easy. So bringing joy into your life. And if you're in a joyful place, maybe you'll look up and see the signs that the fairies are leaving you everywhere. Everywhere. I keep hearing, we're leaving them signs everywhere, and they're not seeing them. Thank you, fairies. Can I have more clarification, please? Thank you. Thank you. More clarifying cards for pile 3 viewers. Thank you. Okay. And they will do that. Like fairies, fairies love to leave signs. Because their signs are so small and like a blink of an eye too. Or I'm gonna tell. They want me to tell you the story of. I did a personal reading for a friend. I'm not gonna reveal names or anything, but the fairies were very present in her reading, and she, they said you're totally supported and surrounded by your fairy family, and she walked away very happy knowing that she wasn't aware of all the support that was around her, and then she was, and then we spoke about a week later, and she had told me her story of the other day, how she was working on some project and she had the poster board on the floor in the room that she was working on, and she left the room. I don't recall if she went to get something to drink or go to the bathroom. I don't remember. But when she came back, the poster board, which had her project on, which she had finished, was covered in glitter. And she said that she had FaceTimed her friend, and her friend was like, "You have glitter on your face too." And she's like, "What?" So when she was telling me the story, I started giggling because I thought, how wonderful, like the fairy. And she's like, "Judith, I was so happy to receive that sign because it was as tiny and as small as a glitter is. It made a huge impact on her, and it was a huge sign, and it just put her into such a higher vibrational state and energy and feeling loved and supported, all because there was some glitter on her poster board." that, like, so if you ever see like little sparkly things somewhere, just know that the fairies are around. I cleaned up when I did the mermaid reading, there was sand on my cloth. And the mermaid said, well, you know, the fairies have their fairy dust and we have sand. And I giggled at that. And I have since cleaned this off, and now there's like glitter, little things of glitter. And that jar is closed. I haven't opened it. So the Pile 3 viewers, you'll know why they wanted me to tell you that story. I don't know why. But you are surrounded by fairies, and you have to look up. You have to, like they're saying, you're going to need to use the binoculars to really see the signs. Open your hearts and open your mind. And that's where that open your mind, like that's where they put me in that your energy of doubt. Like you have doubt. You question it and you doubt it. Okay. Loyal heart. But that came in the reverse. Number 35. And the protection message says, are you stubborn? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all of your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. Okay. Yeah, so the fairies are saying you've got to open your mind. Spirit's work. I just find it interesting too that both of these cards that came in reverse have these flag banners. But the card that came in the upright doesn't have a flag banner. So flags wave in the wind, right? So I feel that these came in reverse, and the fairies are showing you, like waving the flag, saying, this is what you really need to pay attention to. Your stubborn and old thought belief has put doubt. And there's keys here. And the key is to open your mind, open your heart, and open your eyes. And by channeling your inner child, by bringing joy into your life and happiness, that's going to open, and you'll start seeing the signs. Alright, so we have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, so visually, they're just confirming with this card that your mind is, that doubt is that dragon, right? And so all the signs, which are the little fairies lights down here, they're like just laying on the ground and you're not even seeing them. The dragon is preventing you from seeing what's down there. And this, you're a tree. So you're so rooted. Let me see if it says. He's actually part of the tree. So you're so rooted in this belief and doubt and stubborn that you're not seeing all the signs and the light. Now, this card has a unicorn, so maybe check out some of the unicorn messages as well. There might be a message in there for you as well. Because they have the fairy is behind you, so again, you don't see the fairy. And there's fairies on either side. And I feel like they're guiding you on this unicorn. So, pile 3 viewers, can you give me what pile there? No, you're supposed to go to the unicorn messages and pick the one that you're drawn to. So this is another sign. There's a message for you in the unicorn messages, and the fairies are giving you a sign to go there. Now the unicorn messages were all things spiritually. We're here to help ascend, right? We're here to wake up the planet. And the unicorn messages were specific unicorns and how they will help you with work. And I don't like calling it work. It's a soul mission. Why you're here. So those messages were about guiding you in that sense, like what you should be doing, and the support you'll have. So you coming to the fairies with your doubt, the fairies are giving you sign after sign after sign after sign. And all of these signs are to get you to go to the unicorn messages, because there's a message there of what you're supposed to be doing, your spiritual soul work mission. And the chop wood card came out, but in reverse. So that means, like, you've got to get to work. There's some soul mission that you're here to do and help with the planet, and you've got to get to work, but you forgot. And that's okay. You've been distracted. You've been distracted by the human drama. You've been distracted by they're just showing me that you've been distracted by the human things of life. And probably in a situation that's really not brought you joy, a third party situation. But the fairies want you to stand tall. Get up, stand tall, and walk that path, and look out in nature. All the animals. Remember, this spoke of a community, right? And that, if I remember correctly, just as an FYI, when I'm channeling, I don't remember everything I've said. So if I'm repeating myself, it's because they're repeating the message, and then I might even forget something I said 5 minutes ago. But I recall that this spoke of we all work together, right? We're all, the animals and nature, all working together. So here, this is you. Like, the fairies are waking you up, and you're in nature, and all the animals are there supporting you. And you're standing tall. You're standing tall. You're coming out of this doubt dragon, being guided to what your purpose is. No more distractions. Stand tall in who you are. Eight of Pentacles in reverse also. Get to work. You know, hard work is required, but you're surrounded by fairies. And the Tower in reverse. So the Tower card, I don't know why people are scared of the Tower. It just means sudden change or an upheaval. And in reverse, it just means that I feel that sometimes it means it hasn't happened yet. But what they're showing me is it came out in reverse because you haven't. The fairies are lighting the path. Like, you have to go through this portal. It's a portal. And it's into the Enchanted Forest. And the fairies are showing you signs like they're lighting this portal up. You need to go through this. So that's what I have for you, Pile 3 viewers. You have a mission. And the fairies are guiding you and giving you signs to go to the unicorn messages to find out what your mission is. But before you can even do your mission, you've got to be in this better space. You've got to be in a joyful, happy, channeling your inner child, and really, 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 why are you having me say it so many times? Really pay attention to the signs. Put your binoculars on. So as much as the unicorn's going to give you mission, the fairies are like, hey, you're still a fairy. Remember, we said that we're all connected and we're all together. And the fairies are definitely around you. And so now you need to give them a sign saying you've got their message, you received it, and you're welcome. They're welcome. And then you'll start seeing more signs, okay? Thank you, Pile 3 viewers. This was, I don't know, I just did not like being put into your energy of doubt. Doubt is just a low vibe. Not a great energy. So channel your inner child. Giggle some more. I don't think I put that one up to so you can take a screenshot. Okay, make someone else happy by saying kind words, and then that will make you happy. I mean, the Knight of Wands does talk about expanding your horizons. Well, I think that's pretty great if you're expanding the fairy horizon and the unicorn horizon. All right, I'm exhausted. This was draining. Pile 3 viewers, I will see you at the unicorn reading. Love and light. Hey, Pile 4 viewers, you selected the owl. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video message from the fairies. This is day 4 of 5 of a series of messages from all the mystical realms and cosmo universe starseeds. So if this message doesn't resonate with you, please feel free to check out the other piles or any of the other videos within the realms of mermaids and dragons and unicorns and starseeds. So fairies, what fairy message do you have for pile 4 viewers? Just this one, okay? Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay. Fairies, can you please give some supportive cards for your messages? What supporting cards do you have for your messages for pile 4 viewers today? Exchanging gifts. Number 27. And chaos and conflict, number 33. Thank you. Serendipity, number 18. Thank you, fairies. Can you please provide some more messages for pile 4 viewers? What supporting cards do you have for your messages for pile 4 viewer? Please make it obvious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, fairies. Any more messages, supporting cards for pile 4 viewers? Okay. And then fairies, they ask for some clarifying cards for pile 4 viewers, please. Thank you, fairies. Please provide some clarifying cards for pile 4 viewers' messages. Thank you. Thank you, Fairies. Please provide some more clarifying cards for pile 4 viewers. Please make it obvious. Asking for some more clarifying cards for pile 4 viewers. Time, okay. Please make it obvious. What cards for clarifying these messages, please, Fairies? Please provide clarifying cards for the messages for pile 4 viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's all. Okay. All right, they want me to read from the book, Precious Time. Just a visual. There's an owl, an hourglass, many clocks, another hourglass. Oh, there's a chalice on its side. Okay, let's see what this says. Precious time. Are you a clock watcher? Or does it feel like the days are passing you by? The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. I'm laughing, I'm giggling, because first of all, you chose the owl, which represents wisdom, right? And the exchanging gifts card popped out. So, wisdom is a precious gift when exchanging gifts. Okay, let me continue reading. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear, so fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little earlier, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Okay. So yeah, exchanging of gifts. The fairies are, see, she's a fairy. I mean, she kind of looks like that ballerina, you know, coming out of like a music box that spins around and dances. But they're showing me that this fairy is exchanging her gifts of wisdom. And that's what you need to do. They're also showing me that her wings are the same color as this card. Just to clarify that your wisdom is what should be exchanged. Chaos and conflict. Number 33. All right, let's. The Five of Swords did come up, which is conflict. But this enlightened light is walking away. And I feel like you're shedding this. So like it looks like it's a zebra wearing a giraffe skin, and pieces of that are falling off, exposing the zebra. So he's shedding. He's shedding just like he's walking away. Whatever chaos and conflict. All right, let me read this. Salt and pepper. Gently jump up and down. Shake up the mixture of energy that is within you. Imagine heavy, dark pepper as negative energy releasing from every crevice of your body. Allow it to fall into the earth to be recycled. Oh my God, like it's falling off and into the earth. Pepper represents the thoughts and feelings that do not serve you. It's a heavy energy that has hosted the pain in your body or the problems in the day you just experienced. Now the pepper is gone. Imagine lighter salt coming down from above, filling you with light, happy energy, which moves into the space once filled by pepper. Notice how you feel. It's so cool when all the cards make sense. Worry in a box. Are thoughts of worry plaguing your mind, slowing you down, and consuming your ability to focus and organize thoughts? Rest easy. There is a way to break free from this cyclical game of worry and doubt. Imagine any thought or distracting bodily sensation as an object. Turn those thoughts into objects creates separation from what is real and what is merely a figment of your imagination, a result of past conditioning. Now, with those thoughts in hand, put them in an imaginary shoebox. Close the lid and place it on a shelf in your mind, and tell yourself that you can go back to the box at any time. But for now, it will need to stay on the shelf until you need it. So that's interesting. This is a box, right? So the fairy's telling you to put those thoughts in the box. Again, just confirming. This says grounding. Ground yourself. While standing, bring your attention to the bottom of your feet and feel the connection with the earth. While sitting, bring your attention to the bottom of the chair and feel the weight of your body supported there. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, allow your thoughts, tensions, and discomforts to flow down your body and into the earth to be recycled. So that's recycled coming up twice now, right? Okay. So she is walking away. Eight of Cups, but this came in the reverse. Page of Swords. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups, but that came in the reverse. Four of Wands. Three of Cups. And Nine of Wands in reverse. All right, so serendipity. It's like this fairy's being carried away by this four-leaf clover. Okay, pile for viewers. There's Owl in this card too, and he's got a key around his neck. And they're showing me that putting away those thoughts and locking them away up on the shelf. Because those are not the... Oh, fairies, you're really stumping me on this. I definitely see where you need to walk away from the chaos and conflict. But something's blocking you from walking away just yet. And here they're giving you the salt and pepper, worry in a box, and grounding. These are your guidance, your to-do list to help shed this and recycle it. But you haven't walked away yet from that. But the Page of Swords, like the bird is feeding him, giving him messages, feeding him information, and he knows. He's very analytical. Because it's all about being in the mind, right? Yes. So by you need to really take an analytical look at how these thoughts and feelings are not serving you. And it said that it's a heavy energy, and like this is a solid stone. Statue, like that heaviness of they're also showing me like it's the same wind, like the wingspan. I see that it's mirroring. Yeah, your past conditioning and heavy energy is what's causing this chaos and conflict in your life. But you have the wisdom. You have the wit to know, to look at this analytically and be like, yeah, all of this is what's not serving me, and it's time to put it in the box. And remember that in the card I spoke of how the Ace of Cups is spilled over, so the Ace of Cups came out in reverse. And I feel like all that fairy light is spilled out. It's being blocked. Alright, so the Nine of Wands in reverse. There's a dude hiding behind the tree. So persistence is being blocked. Alright, so the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh, she's by the ocean. And there's starfish surrounding her. She's holding looks like a bowl. And the Four of Wands speaks of foundation. And the fairies are all there. Stability, harmony. Three of Wands is celebration. I'm sorry, Three of Cups. Did I say Three of Wands? Three of Cups is celebration. And they're doing like a maypole dance around the tree. Okay. I'm going to read from Serendipity. This is what's... They're not making that clear to me. Serendipity. So, the Oracle message says you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Okay. Okay, so that they're coming back to the exchanging of the gifts. So this card is representing many confirmations of other cards. You definitely need to be in the moment and make use of your time and be mindful so it's not wasted, and don't waste other people's time, right? And talked about removing a watch, because in the fairy realm time is linear. There's no so this the fairies are showing me now, spiritually speaking, like we all have our soul mission here, this while we're here for this time, and we're only here for a minute, right? Each lifetime is different, and in this current lifetime, they're showing me that you've become like a prisoner to this linear time and all that carries, and that has put such a heavy weight on you and caused worry and heavy dark energy, negative energy. But you're a light worker, and you can't do your sole purpose of why you're here if you've released all your light. So you need to, those thoughts and pre-programming and past conditioning, put it in the box, right? You know this. Because the wisdom that you have is what you need to share with the world, right? Exchanging gifts, time is a gift. And whatever it is that you're supposed to do, you can't, like, time is part of that. It can't be something that can be left to the last minute. You need to start shedding this, recycling. Remove all the negative and worry and darkness and tension and bad thoughts. Release it to the earth. Walk away from that. Because when you do, you will sit in Queen of Cups energy, the intuitive, right? The Queen of Cups is compassionate, intuitive, nurturing, all those loving things. And the fairies are saying the foundation is there. But time to, again, this same thing, letting the defenses down. And in here, the defenses is coming up as the doubts. That needs to come down. Because what you will be sharing with the world will be celebration. Merriment, community, friendship. The fairies and the humans. Alright, Pile 4 viewers, that's what I have for you. The Fairy of Time. I feel like they... What am I missing? I don't know if, like, I feel like this is someone's energy they've put me in right now. With time comes age, with age comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time, if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted us. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lesson that you need to learn. But that awakening is how you'll be exchanging gifts. And a time for celebration. But you have to be in Queen of Cups energy. And right now you're in that chaos and conflict. So I'm going to hold these cards up so you can screenshot it or pause it and read it. Because these are each things that you need to do. And be mindful of other people's time. Because merriment is coming. But you have to be in the Queen of Cups energy. And then you will be exchanging your gifts with everybody. Okay, Pile 4 viewers, I truly appreciate you being here. I hope this resonated with you. If it did not, you could check out the other piles or the other readings in this 5-day messages from all the different realms. Please click the like, subscribe, and bell notification tab, and always feel free to share my videos. And I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and light, Pile 4.